Hey, imagine for a second that every single conscious being in the universe just vanished. No humans, no aliens, no animals, nothing with a mind left to look at the stars. Would the Earth still be here? Would the oceans still crash? Would Mount Everest still stand? Or would the entire planet just disappear? Yeah, I know. That sounds insane. But this isn't sci-fi. This is a question that serious physicists, philosophers, and even ancient mystics have wrestled with for centuries. And today, we're going to go down the deepest rabbit hole on YouTube. We're talking quantum weirdness, the observer effect, panpsychism, the idea that the universe itself might be conscious, and whether reality even needs us to keep existing. So grab your coffee. Hit that like button early so the algorithm doesn't bury this, and let's dive in. Most of us know the old thought experiment. If a tree falls in a forest and no one's around to hear it, does it make a sound? For centuries, people argued about definitions of sound, vibrations versus experience. Cute, right? But then quantum mechanics showed up and turned that cute riddle into a full-blown cosmic horror story. You've probably heard of the double-slit experiment. Shoot electrons at two slits, no detectors, they act like waves, and create an interference pattern. Put detectors at the slits to see which path they take, boom. They act like particles, two clean bands. The act of looking changed reality. Early on, legendary physicists like John Wheeler said maybe consciousness itself collapses the wave function. That idea blew people's minds and birthed memes like, the universe only exists because we're looking at it. But hold up, modern physics has mostly debunked the consciousness causes collapse idea. It's actually something called quantum decoherence. The particle gets tangled with the environment and the interference disappears. No human mind required. So, crisis averted? Material reality is safe? Not so fast. Even if consciousness isn't required to collapse a wave function, the deeper question remains, why does reality seem to need an interaction, any interaction, to become definite at all? And if you scale that question up to planets, to galaxies, what happens when there's no interaction left? Let's go back to 1710. Bishop George Berkeley drops the most annoying philosophy argument ever. To be is to be perceived. Esse est percipi. His claim? There's no such thing as mind-independent matter. Everything is ideas and minds. And before you scream solipsism, Berkeley said God is the ultimate observer who keeps the world existing when we're not looking. Here's where we have to get honest about whether Earth would disappear if we didn't look at it. From a strict materialist perspective, no. Earth keeps spinning, oceans keep waving, and atoms continue their processes, regardless of observation. Physics doesn't care whether something is observed or not. Its laws operate independently. However, from hardcore Berkeley-style idealism, the answer is yes. If nothing perceives it, Earth literally ceases to exist, perhaps only in a divine mind. The middle ground, where most serious thinkers land today, suggests things get beautifully weird. Reality might exist as a vast field of potential, a quantum possibility space. Observation or interaction doesn't create matter from nothing, but it does select which version of reality becomes actual. Without any consciousness in the entire universe, the cosmos might still exist mathematically, but it would be frozen and undetermined. It would be like a DVD menu that never gets clicked, waiting for interaction. Earth wouldn't vanish in a puff of smoke, but its story, its colors, its history, and its meaning might remain forever unmanifest. It would be like a book no one ever opens, its narrative untold. And here's the kicker that actually matters. Even if Earth doesn't literally disappear when unobserved, it kind of does disappear when we stop caring. When we treat it as dead matter to exploit, we're already living in a version of reality where the planet is just a rock floating in space. But when millions of us wake up and see Earth as alive, as sacred, as part of us, We're literally participating in actualizing a different timeline. One where forests breathe, oceans heal, and humanity remembers it belongs. So maybe the deepest answer to does Earth disappear if unseen is this: Earth disappears the moment we forget we're co-creating it. Every mindful breath, every act of wonder, every choice to protect instead of destroy, that's the universe looking at itself through your eyes and saying, stay, I'm not done dreaming yet. We are the observers the cosmos evolved so it could finally see its own beauty. So look up tonight. Look at the moon. Look at a stranger's face. Look at a tree. Really look. Because in that moment of true seeing, you're not just observing reality. You're keeping it alive. If this video blew your mind even a little, do 3 quick things. Hit that subscribe button. We're diving way deeper into consciousness, quantum reality, and ancient wisdom every week. Drop a comment. When was the last time you felt the universe was looking back at you? Share this with one friend who needs their worldview shattered in the best way possible. Thanks for coming on this journey with me. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep looking. The universe is counting on it.